iPad in order for it to be showing this correctly. So sorry about that. Did not mean for that to happen. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope everybody is doing well. While I finish setting up, because of course I'm not quite ready, because I mean, it's a Chatty Crafty live. Why would I be ready? Anyway, please tell me where you're watching from. I would really appreciate that. And I'm going to, something went wrong, tap to retry. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, all right. So 2 people. And so if you would please give me an idea of where you're watching from, and hello and welcome to my channel, and welcome back if you're not new. And I hope that you get value out of what I'm doing. I have a lot of fun doing these, and I think that they're a wonderful thing, and I think that they're a happy thing. If you saw my short that has now been made to members only, mostly so that I don't lose the views on it, I changed my mind. I did not make this an 18 only one. I decided, my husband and I had a heart-to-heart about what was going on, and he decided that I needed to make my own decision. And after having the heart-to-heart, oh no, there's only one person in here and it's me. Oh, I'm going to keep going. So anyway, so my husband had a heart-to-heart. He decided that he wasn't going to give me he talked it over with me, but he didn't give me an answer, and I was really looking for a what would you do kind of answer. And I took the information that he gave me, and I decided that I was going to do this with it, and that I wasn't going to make it an 18 only and whatnot. So anyway, oh, hi, Kathy Poff, and I apologize so much for mispronouncing your name all these times. My goodness gracious, I've been calling you Kathy Poof for so long, and I apologize for that. I am so sorry. When you joined the Facebook group, I actually saw the name, and I was like, oh man, I've been mispronouncing her name. So my apologies for that, but thank you so much for being there, and hello. And so this is just going to be me going over the stuff that I've gotten from Ollie's, and I have some ideas, and I've already put one together, sort of. I started it because it has to have some dry time. So it's on the process of drying, and then we're going to see if my idea works, and I really hope it does, because if it works, it's going to be beautiful. Hi, Doris. Happy Friday to you, too. So glad you're here with us. So starting with these, I have stamps, and so I'm going to start with these stamps. Now, I looked at these. This one was $4.99. This one was $4.99. This one was $1. We are here, anything you will, for anything you would like to share. It's not whether or not I want to share it, and I really appreciate that, Doris. I really, really appreciate the authenticity and the acknowledgement and everything. It's just, if I share it, now that I haven't made it an 18 or over, then YouTube can give me a community standard strike, because it's a topic that is supposed to be restricted to 18 and over when you talk about it on YouTube. So I'm not going to talk about it. What I am going to say to that respect, and you will figure out what it is, and it has everything to do with Marshawn Neeland, and where there's life, there's hope. Oh, sorry, you meant anything crappy. Well, talk about me misrepresenting things, but I just want to say, where there's life, there's hope. Somebody somewhere cares about you. And if you're a member of the Chatty Crafty Guild, I care about you. Okay? I just want you to know that. No matter what, there is someone. You may not know who they are. It might be somebody that you're not even considering in your bubble of people. But there is someone who gives a darn about your continued existence. Maybe it's the person at the convenience store that you go in and you buy your soda from every morning. Maybe it's the lady in the Starbucks drive-thru that gives you your coffee every morning. You're finishing a call with your son. Oh, no worries, Kathy. You do you. Absolutely, you do you. But there is somebody who cares. Somebody knows you exist, and somebody cares. And it may not be somebody that you've even considered being a part of your bubble, but find that person who cares. If you're a member of the Chatty Crafty Guild, I care. Where there's life, there's hope. Okay? That's what I'm saying. This country does an abysmal job of addressing mental health issues. And, I just want to say, find the person who cares, because there is someone. So anyway, back to these punches. We're going to go back to crafting now. Back to these punches. This one was $5, this one was $5, and this one was $1. And I did notice something about these punches, in that they have 2 different widths. So I think this is the older version of the EK Tools punches, and these are the newer versions. And here comes Baby Bear. Hello, Baby Bear. Do you want me to move my stuff off of your bed so you can get up there? Here, you gotta be in your bed. I know, but you gotta be in your bed. I know it's quiet here because Miss Brucey is still at the vet. She's still in recovery from her spay today. We got word from the vet. Yes to all of that. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you hearing me. I really do. But we got word from the vet that not that Chatty Crafty came through her spay. No, that Brucey came through her spay absolutely beautifully. She was having trouble eating, so they wanted to keep her, and it's totally our fault that she was having trouble eating because we forgot to tell her how Brucey eats. Brucey, even though we got her at 5 weeks old, was very much a stray and very, very feral. And she likes to hunt. So when we put food in her bowl, she knocks it out, chases it across the floor, and eats it. That is her way of eating. That's how she eats every sinking bit of kibble that she gets. She wants to hunt. So she does. And so in the vet, where the cage has a grate on the bottom so that things fall through if necessary, she kept scooping her food out and it would fall through the grate, and she was getting more and more frustrated because she couldn't chase it and eat it. So the vet was concerned that she wasn't interested in eating, that she was just interested in playing. And we had to explain, no, that's just the way Brucey eats. Brucey is very much a feral cat. So indeed, glad to hear that you were able to get the surgery done today. Hope she's on the mend soon. Oh, she will be. We're going to stay home with her all day tomorrow and all day Sunday and make sure that she's okay. And I will say that this house is very, very quiet without her. Oh my gosh. She is such an amazing presence in this house. She has such a huge personality. I didn't realize it until she was gone for the day to be at the vet to get her spay, but it was required. That's the cost of doing business in this household. You lose your baby making parts. You have a long, healthy, indoor, safe, happy, comfortable, loving, gorgeous life, but there will be no babies. So back to the stamps. Now that I've started out on these stamps 3 times. These are ones that I have picked up. This one I picked up this past weekend. This one I picked up ages ago. I don't remember exactly where. I think it was a Florida store, but I picked this one ages ago. This one I picked up 2 weeks ago. Lol, I had a cat that would knock his food out of the bowl and eat it on the floor. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the way she does it. She's so silly. So these I love. I'm going to try opening the lips one next. Open that up and try that. And I'm not going to bite my hand with it this time, but I love these lips. I think these lips are just beautiful. And I'm going to get red metallic paper out because, I mean, if I'm going to cut out lips, I'm going to use red metallic paper to cut out some lips. So I'm going to put this as close to the edge as I can so that I get as little waste on the paper as I can. And I'm going to put it in, not pinching myself, press it down, and look at that. Look at that, 2 beautiful lips. And you know what? That on its own could be a mustache. Or you can put it together and have lips. I love that. I do. I love that. That is amazing. I am really liking these EK punches. I said it again, these EK Tools punches. And what I really love about them is the fact that they stack together. They have these circles in them so that they lock together. And when they lock together like that, they stay nice and firm. And if you stack them up so that they're sitting this way on your desk, you can see exactly which punch you're looking at. And I think that is an amazing design thing that they did. I love that. That is such an intelligent design. I really do think that that is amazing. So there's that. And then also with this, if I cut it in a little different spot, I could even use that as the beginnings of a shaker card. So these punches have just so many uses. They are so incredibly versatile, and they are so easy to store, just like that. Look at that. There's 2 punches right there in that little stack, just like that. Now, this is the third one that I'm going to open up. Well, the second one that I'm going to open up today, but the third one that I have out now. Open that one up. And this is the little smiley face one. Get the boxes out of the way. This one still has the design element to it. So it does, oh no, it still has the design circle, but it does not fit on top of the smaller ones. The circle on this one is smaller than the circle on this one, so it does not fit on top of the thinner ones. The thinner ones will sort of lock into it. And you can hear that there's a difference to it, but it will definitely, so the thicker ones definitely have to be on the bottom. Hi, Erica. Nice to see you. It took me a second to realize that I'm Cece. It's been a day. It's been a day, people. I just have to say, it's been a day. But so the thicker ones, the ones that have a wider profile, have to be on the bottom because the little circle is smaller than the circles on the ones with the smaller profiles. But they still stack, and you can still see exactly which punch you're looking at when you look at it from the side. Oh, and actually, it's actually meant to go this way because the images are right side up when the punch is upside down, or at least what I would consider to be upside down on the punch. So I guess in that respect, these ones that have the thicker profile have to be on top, and the ones with the thinner profile have to be on the bottom of the stack. I love this. These are awesome. These EK tool punches are worth, even if, like I said, I found them for two prices. I found them for $1 and I found them for $5. And even at $5, these are very much worth it because these are very well designed, well integrated products. All right, so hi Maribeth, nice to see you again. Glad to see you here. Oh, I love the heart hands. Those are amazing. So here we go with this. Oops. Oh, that is where this punch is. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Where's the punch for this? Where does it punch out? I guess it punches out down there. Oh my goodness. Maybe this doesn't actually make a complete circle. Maybe this just punches out the facial features and leaves the rest of the paper intact. Yep, that's all it does. It punches out the facial features and leaves the rest of the paper in, whoops, nope. Okay, well, I obviously didn't have it centered as well as I should have, but that's interesting. You get the circle, you get an actual circle in your paper. You get, if I had cut this correctly, you would get the complete circle of the happy face. And then you also get these little bits right here that you could use to embellish a stamp. If you have a stamp that's got like a face on it, like a ghost, and then, or a pumpkin, and then you could put those on it and give your pumpkin or your ghost a face. That's really cute. All right, these are great stamps. I really do. I really like these EK Tools stamps. The ones that I have tested have been amazing. I recommend them. They're just wonderful. Let me see how my pre-done one is done. Nope, it's still not quite to where it needs to be. It still needs to dry just a little bit more. So let's move on to the next item that I got. And I got this right here. And this, the only punches I've seen at Ollie's here have been the hashtag and the poop emojis. I have not seen the hashtag. Ooh, a little jealous of that. That's cool. You have one that I haven't seen, so that's really neat. I have seen the poop emoji. Somewhere I actually have the poop emoji, but I don't remember what bag it ended up in, and it's been moved around in my craft room so many times at this point that I will find it again. I will. I do have to clean up my craft room, but I will find it again. But this is the next thing that I got. This I got from the Erica hasn't seen the hashtag one either. That hashtag one might be, you know, a nice little unicorn for you. A pineapple. Oh, I did not know they had a pineapple. And the confetti. No, I know. I have seen the confetti. I actually own the confetti. They had that one at the New Smyrna Beach store. There are hundreds of them at that store. Oh, wow. So maybe your store got all of the EK Tools punches. Again, this liquidation has been quite strange. So, do I see a spider web? Yes, you see a spider web, but I'm not going to use it as a spider web. You know what I'm going to do with this? This is exactly what it is. It's a spider web. We got it in the after a Halloween sale at Ollie's. This is another Ollie's purchase. And it is an after Halloween sale. And it is a spider web, and it was 37.5 cents, and I bought all 4 of them that they had. And the only ones that I saw left at this Ollie's were the silver one. I do know that they also had it in black, and I think at some point in time we saw it in gold. Oh, hundreds of the hashtags. Ooh, see, your store got all the hashtags. The store in New Smyrna Beach, I think, got most of the confetti. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut it out. I'm not going to use this as a spider web because these are also little triangles. And what is the perfect thing to have a triangle for this time of year? Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to cut these out into little triangles, and I'm cutting the spine in half so that there's some spine on one side and some spine on the other, although I didn't do that as perfectly as I would have liked to. But there it is right there. Look at that. That's part of the spider web. And now I take my little scissors, and you see there's a difference between where it's narrowly hashed together and then it's got these wider pieces. I'm going to cut it there. I'm going to cut it in between those two. Just along that line right there, trying to get some of that ribbing on both sides of the cut. And then that right there Oh, it's a cornucopia. I didn't even think about that, Erica. Oh, I was thinking about using it as a Christmas tree on a card, just like that. But you're absolutely right. That could very well be a cornucopia. Put it this way, and put a bunch of fruits and pumpkins and leaves and things coming out the side of it. That would be beautiful. But I was going to use it as a Christmas tree. And this could be embellished with little dots, little stickles. It could be embellished with these metallic clay pastes right there. That would be so beautiful. So I saw this and I thought, wow, that's a beautiful spider web, but it's also a beautiful Christmas tree. And then these pieces right here that, okay, Erica, I'm going to say that both of our ideas are amazing because cornucopia is really cool too. Please don't denigrate yourself. Please, please, please. So anyway, I'm going to cut this way. And then what I have here, and I have 3 of them because I can cut all 3 of them, is I have a really gorgeous little swag to put across a card, or I have a really gorgeous little bridge to put on a card. And I can use this in some way in my card making to add dimension and texture and interest, because this isn't paper. This is, this is just a piece of a placemat. And so it's got that placemat-y feel to it, that pleather placemat-y feel to it. Or Hallow X, oh, Doris, that's awesome. One of my favorite movies has got to be Nightmare Before Christmas. I absolutely love it. I do. Zero is my favorite character in the entire movie. I absolutely adore Zero, and you see him for like 10 minutes total. But I love that movie. Love, love, love that movie. But isn't that the coolest idea? So, when you're looking at things in stores, don't necessarily look at craft stuff for craft ideas. Yes, Kathy, you're right. It does look like the Star Trek emblem. Oh, see, Erica, see, I told you great minds think alike. But yeah, that does very much look like the Star Trek emblem, but I'd want the one with the science in the middle of it because I'm so totally a Spock person. I love Spock. I absolutely adore Spock. Spock when I was a kid gave me the courage to be weird, gave me the authority and the acceptance to be weird. So, oh, you were going to say that too? Or Spock ears. Oh, that would be great, Spock ears. It'd be Spock when he dresses up for the holidays. So anyway, that was my idea with this. And I have seen other ones in the store for Christmas that are holly that I so totally want to pick up after the holidays are over and they put them on sale. And I really hope there's some left because I'm so totally going to, cannibalize those and make other things out of it. You could cut some of the mat to make a stump for the tree. Oh, you're right, Kathy. That's a great idea. Data kind of gal. You know what? You do you, Erica. You absolutely do you. Data is also awesome. Brent Spiner is an amazing person. I mean, just in person, Brent Spiner is an amazing person. Not that I've actually met him, but I've been in a panel room listening to him talk. And that was really nice, really cool. So there's that one. That was my little idea for the spider web placemats. And let's see, this is still not quite to the point where I need it to be. So I'm going to let that sit over there and dry some more. And we're going to go on to the next item. And the next item are these two. And I found these in 2 different stores. One of these were in the East Jacksonville store and one of them was in Kingsland. And I want to say that this was East Jacksonville and this was Kingsland. I won't swear to it, but I think that's what it was. And they are absolutely gorgeous ribbons. This one is a little bit see-through. So if you put a dark image behind it, you can see the red through it. I love this. And it's got that nice little greenish, tealish kind of iridescence to it. It's not really blue, but it's not really yellow either. It's like that in-between green teal kind of color. And they look like little triangles. So they're just beautiful. So again, with that idea in mind, this would be an absolutely beautiful, sorry, I knocked the camera. Didn't mean to do that, but this would be a beautiful embellishment across the front of a Christmas card. Imagine if I had done this and put that sentiment on top of this piece of ribbon. So make the sentiment a little bit smaller, put this piece of ribbon in there and put the sentiment on top of it so that both of them folded underneath the edge, because I love it when things fold underneath the edge. You haven't found any holiday craft? I haven't found any holiday craft stuff either. This isn't really holiday craft stuff. It's a holiday item that I'm using for crafts. Oh, another idea that I had with this. Oh, I had another idea with this that I thought would be just amazing. Take this, take a piece of cardstock, whatever, and use whatever little spray things that you wanted to. This one is one that I found at Michael's when they had their clearance sale. And this one is called Illusions Shimmer Spray. I got to shake it up because all the stuff is at the dotem. I like the ribbon on top, the ribbon on top. This one right here, or no, you mean putting the ribbon on top of the card. Yeah, I love that idea. But this is such a cool idea right here. Use this shimmer spray, and then when the shimmer spray decides to work, oh, poop, that's my broken bottle. Sorry. Let's try that again with a bottle that's not broken. Sorry. Got all my shimmer sprays right in front of me here. Nope, that one hasn't been opened yet. Oh, goodness gracious. Of course, the hurrieder I go, the behinder I get. Yeah, you think it's going to be nice, Erica? I hope so, because I haven't tried this yet, so we'll see. Got to get that shaken up, and then sit there and just spray that on, like so, and then pull this piece off carefully. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get my tweezers, and I'm just going to pull this piece off very carefully. Look at that. Look at that. Angel wing vibes. Oh, Doris, thank you so much for suggesting that. That's beautiful. I love that idea. Look at that. Put one that way, do another one that way, get little beautiful angel wing vibes. Put a little circle at the top and a little triangle at the bottom, and there's your angel. You know, lift up the head for the circle, put it on like a piece of millimeter double-sided foam tape, put the triangle at the bottom with a piece of millimeter double-sided foam tape, or even, where'd it go? Put that in the center as the body with these as the wings underneath. You know, this other one would be white too, but with these, put that in the center as the body and then the head on top. Oh my gosh, Doris, you're a genius. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Oh, crown. Oh, see, this is why I love the guild. This is why I thought one thing, and now we've got 3 different ideas from this, and amazing. I love the guild because we get all of these different ideas and we put them together and put our minds together and share them. We get such beautiful things. All of us are, Erica. You're creative too. I think it was your idea that was the cornucopia. So let's not put yourself out of this whole mix because you're definitely in the mix, Miss Doris. So yeah, very much so. Hi Carrie, good to see you. Hi Mary Alice. I love this guild. I love this guild for this entire reason right here. This entire reason, because we get together and we put our minds together and we see things and we share it together and we increase everybody's ability to do these crafts more enjoyably and more deliciously. Just picking up what you were putting down, and I was just thinking how you had it. So now I have another way of thinking about it. See, Doris, perfect. That's perfect. This is exactly the way that this guild is supposed to work. I love the fact that my husband suggested naming this as a guild, because isn't that like the perfect description of what we do? I love this. This is beautiful. Now, I've messed it up because I kept dragging things over it, but look at that. That's just gorgeous and beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, put those off to the side. Done with those. Let's see if my thing that I was working on is, oh, I just got shimmer spray on my nightgown. Oops. Nope, not quite yet. That still needs just a little bit more time. Just waiting for that one to get fully dried. I'm not leaving this live stream until we have tested that idea that I had. What did I do with the lid to this? Did anybody see where I put the lid to this down? Oh, I swear I would lose my head if it weren't so firmly attached to my body. Let's see, anybody saying where the lid is? Nope, nobody's saying where the lid is. Put that up there. Where did I put the lid? Ah, oh, I'll put it up. Found the lid. Yeah. Found it. Oh my goodness gracious, my oh my. I'm so silly sometimes. All right, next thing. Where's the next thing that I wanted to test out? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? This stuff. Oh wait, I gotta get my, hold on. I gotta get my little wiper out. Where'd it go? Yeah. I swear I would lose my, again, I'm gonna say it again. I would lose my head if it weren't so firmly attached to my body. Where's my little wiper? I just had it. I just had it because I had to wipe up stuff with it. All right, I'm gonna get out another one because that one was pretty much gone anyway. All right, so I have to clean up my little area. Yeah, I know. See, we must all learn to laugh at ourselves, for we will never cease to be amused. I mean, seriously, absolutely seriously. Never take yourself so seriously that you can't laugh at yourself, because we're funny. People are funny. And I'm a people, so I'm funny. All right, I gotta find my medicine bottle and stick this in before it dries out. Hold on a sec. La da 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 da. All right, this one might just dry out because I don't see my medicine bottle off the top of my stash here. All right, put that back up there. I have so many things. This is the next thing that I'm going to look at, and I've told a couple people that I was going to look at this. This is what I found at the Venice store, and it was on the dollar table. And it says remove units from the bag, but they sold me this entire bag for $1. Does it say how many? It's got 15 pieces in it, so I got 15 pieces of this for $1. And the box said wash tape, W-S-H-P-P-R. And I took that to mean washi paper. And somebody else said that it might mean washable paper. I have no idea, but this is really cool. If I don't amuse myself, if I don't amuse anybody else, at least I do amuse myself greatly. Well, good, Erica. I'm glad. Absolutely wonderful. That is a great outlook on life. So here we go with this washi paper. This is either washi paper or it is, oh, nope, I'm not going to be able to read that. That's a definite no. I can get out my cute little magnifying glasses. It's amazing how many things I can just put my hands on while I'm just sitting at my desk. All right, look at this. It says specialty paper, 8.5 by 11, washable. It is actually washable. It is not washy. This is washable paper. Does that mean that I can get it wet? Oh, look at that. I can get it wet and it doesn't get icky. Oh, what can I do with this? There's got to be something I can do with it. Obviously, this is not going to be good for stamping because it won't, the ink will never sink into the paper and it will never be permanent. So it would definitely have to be, if you did stamping on this, you would definitely have to then emboss it or spray it with some sort of shellac to cover it up so that it didn't get smudged, because it would never actually dry. You know what? I bet this would be really cool for doing with alcohol inks and then putting a shellac surface over the top of them so that they don't get rubbed up and don't get messed up. This is really cool. I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing. And it's got a really nice texture to it. It's different. It's not, I wouldn't call it cardstock, but I wouldn't call it paperweight either. It's somewhere in between paperweight and the light cardstock. And it's almost like it feels like a piece of thickened plastic. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how I would describe this, but I have a bunch of it. I have 15 sheets of it. Actually, I have more than 15 sheets of it because I think I bought 4 packages of it because I couldn't resist it at $1. So I think I've got 60 sheets of this. I'm going to definitely have to think of something amazing to do with this. Definitely, this is really cool. I love that. I love that. I love that. Let's see if my thingy is dry yet. So close, but still not quite. So we're going to set it back on the side, let it yeah, the design is beautiful. That is really beautiful. This is screaming spring-ish to me, or oh, Kathy, yes. Make a journal cover with this. Put a piece of chipboard on the back of it, completely cover it in this. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it getting messed up by dropping it in a puddle or something. Oh, Kathy, that's awesome. Oh, amazing, perfect, wonderful, perfection. All right, what else did I bring in to show? I brought this in. You know me and my unicorns, I just couldn't resist. Erica agrees with you, Kathy. It's a great idea. I brought this in because I love my unicorns. I couldn't resist buying this. I mean, I don't need it. It's not anything that I'm ever going to use. Oh, well, no, that's not so bad. Look, it comes with its own little sheet of acetate. Ooh, it's sticky. Very sticky. That acetate is there for a reason. So this is definitely a sticker because the back of it is extremely sticky. But if you look at it, the little pieces move around in it. I bought it specifically to use it to decorate my craft room with. And I think that's going to be really cool because you know me and my unicorns, look at the cool pink shades. I mean, how can you not? I mean, how can you not? This is amazing. I love this. These were $1. These were at the East Jacksonville store. Don't quote me on it. I'm not positive, but I think these were at the East Jacksonville store. And they also had a seahorse with a horn. So they had a sea unicorn as well. But I only bought the one little unicorn because I really didn't even need this one because it's not like I'm going to use it in crafting. This is strictly decoration. But you know, sometimes you just got to have a cool decoration. So there's that, my little unicorn sitting there going, hi, how you doing? My husband and I have a running joke because every Halloween I say my husband eats wax. He very much loves his wax. He is a wax connoisseur. So in the Halloween sale off that they had at Ollie's, I found the perfect new pot holders, because our pot holders have been around since ages. We had the pot holders long before we bought this house, and we bought this house like 12 years ago. So our potholes have been through the work. So I bought a new pothole for him. It's strictly in honor of the fact that my husband eats wax. There we go. This is a running joke every Halloween. He loves his wax. So I bought pot holders, and they're going to be out year round, just as a reminder of how much my husband loves wax. They were $4. They were 75% off. So they were $1. I couldn't resist. My husband gave me a look. This also came from an Ollie's, and I have no idea which one this came from, but this is a set of stamps. And so I want to try some of these stamps here. Yeah, they are cute. I love them so much. But I want to try this set of stamps here. I still only have the red one open, so I'm going to try it on the red one. Where's my little piece of test paper that I was using earlier? Ooh, what did I do with it? I had a little piece of test paper that I was using. I had a little piece of test paper that I was using. I don't see my test paper. Nope, it ran away. All right, well, we'll get out another sheet of paper. Here we go. Let's see, do I have a cut up one yet? Oh, here's one that's already cut up. So I'll get out this little piece. Oh, this is a great size piece to test on. So this is a little piece of test paper that I had, and I have my paper in my drawer next to me. Move that up there for a moment. And I want to try some of these stamps, because these stamps look really good, but you know as well as I do that they can be not very well done. And your husband can have my portion of candy corn. Yeah, he has all of my portion of candy corn. It's one of the few, the poinsettia. Well, we'll try the poinsettia then first. Candy corn is one of the few candies that my husband can buy that he is absolutely positive that he does not have to fight me for. Because I won't fight him for candy corn. No, he can have it all of it. All of it. This piece of paper is not going to be big enough to do the whole of the poinsettia in it. Let me get a bigger scrap piece. Here's a bigger scrap piece. All right. Have you ever tried a mix of candy corn and peanuts? Kind of tastes like Butterfinger. No, I have not. I might try that next year, but I don't think you should give any ideas like that, because my husband, who might be watching this live stream out in the family room, just went, oh no, she's going to steal my candy corn now. He likes the fact that I don't steal his candy corn. He buys any other kind of candy. He knows I'm going to steal some from him, but he can buy all the candy corn he wants. Nope. No. All right, so poinsettia going down on the big pad. Just like so. Oh, I wiggle it around. It's probably not going to be a very good imprint, but that would be more my fault than the poinsettia's fault. Oh, wow. No, actually, that's a really nice print. It's a little bit darker on this side, but I was pushing a little harder on that side. But look how beautiful that print is. That's gorgeous. Beautiful red there. Let's see. Does this one have green in it? This one has a green in it. I'm probably going to mess this up because these are water-based markers, and I have not given this nearly enough time to dry, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to see if I can just do some lining on the edges of these leaves with a dark green, and then push a lighter green on the other side of them. And I'm doing this really quickly. If I were actually going to do this for a card front or something, I would take a lot more care and caution at how I do this. I'm just doing this really super quickly to see if this works, but so far it seems to be working. And I have to say that I shouldn't have gone that way on that leaf, but I have to say that ink is not moving. I haven't done anything. You saw how short a space of time. I mean, this whole video is in real time, as long as you're watching it in real time. And that did not move at all. All right, let me get out a lighter color green from in here. Let's do this one, because this is a nice little color green here. Find the brush side of it. That's the brush side. And then do the rest of it. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, my goodness. Okay, these are, and these are the Arteza Everblend water markers that I absolutely adore. I've tested these in a previous video. Oh, the ink spread just a little bit there. So it's not completely done down. But, I mean, I'm definitely going over this way too soon. I should have definitely let this dry for a few minutes, or put some embossing powder on top of it and heat embossed it so that the ink wouldn't run. But look at that, and then put, oh no, I don't want to do it with that. Let me get out another color. Let me get out the lightest. Let me get out this little, do I have a red? Do I have anything that's close to a red? No, not really, not in front of me. I'm going to use this purple, which isn't really a poinsettia color, but you know, hey, you use what you got in front of you when you haven't dug stuff out already. But look at that. That is so pretty. Look how beautiful that is. Again, not great. Sorry for yes, Mr. Chatty Crafty. I haven't heard anything yet. He might not be watching out there. Yeah. Yep, it is. It's his one respite on anything when he buys candy is that he knows I will not eat his wax. I won't do it. He loves wax. He can eat all the wax that he wants. I'm just not in the wax side of things. No. But that is a really cool stamp. So that is a nice one. I got to clean this off before it gets all ooky. Hold on a sec. Well, you can look how you can see how juicy this pad is, because that's how much ink was still on the stamp. You know, if I'd done a second generation stamp of that, it would probably have been just gorgeous. You know, it would probably still have been a really nice stamp, because that's how much ink was still left on the stamp. And this is just a nice juicy stamp. I like these. These are good. Pull that off, put it away. I have to remember to put my stamps away immediately because I've lost too many little pieces of my stamps from not putting them away immediately. Look at this beautiful Merry Christmas, the cute little gingerbread, that great Christmas tree. I love holly. Y'all know I love holly. And look at that, Santa's got holly on his hat too. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, goodness. Okay, that was a good buy. That was definitely a good buy. If you come across this in an Ollie's, if you're lucky enough to come across it, I would definitely recommend buying it. Did I fold down the nasty, icky plastic stuff? No, I didn't fold it down yet. Ugh, nasty, icky, sticky stuff. The icky, sticky stuff. I do not do icky, sticky stuff. Do not like it. So I'm going to put this back into its little container now that I've folded down the icky, sticky stuff and I don't have to worry about it. That is gorgeous. I love that. Let's see, what else do I have? This actually came from Temu. This did not come from Ollie's, but I want to show it to you because this is amazing. I think I spent $3 on this. I couldn't get it to come up at 99 cents, $1.99 or a penny, but this is 3D printed, so somewhere probably in Thingiverse there is a pattern for it. But this is the coolest paint palette that I have found, and I'm going to use this strictly for my watercolor inks. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because when I need to wash it, I can wash it out. But in all honesty, I can put water in here and then put my watercolor inks in there. And if they dry, that's no big deal. Just clean this out, put more water in, and I can just rehydrate all of my watercolor inks and keep using them. And this gives me the opportunity to put 6 main colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then I can move them around into these other areas and mix them together at will. I thought this was a really cool idea, and some of them have little gaps that go easily down into the ones next to them. Some of them have big walls between them. There's even these 2 little spots here. I love this. This is amazing. So cool. All right, and then the last thing, if it's dry. Ooh, I think it is. Yay, I think it finally dried. I'm so glad that I did that early. It's not quite completely dry, but I think I'm going to try it anyway. What I did was I took one of my stencils that I got from Temu, and I got to find the one that I used, which I don't see just off the top of my head. Hold on a sec. I'm going to find it. Where'd it go? I know I had it. It was right here. Oh, that's the leaf. I love this one. I found this one. That is just a great big leaf. Love it. It's so cool, but that's not the one that I used. Ooh, man. I just went and washed it too because I used glue on it and I didn't want it to get all sticky, and it's not in my drying rack because for some reason I cannot remember to put things in my drying rack when they should go in my drying rack. Ooh, days. Days gone by. Days. I don't see it. It was a rose. It was a big, beautiful rose. And I don't see it because I don't know where I put it because I lose, you know, like I said earlier, I could lose my head so easily if it weren't so firmly attached to my body. But what I did was I took that rose stencil and I used this Zig glue pen that I found in Sarasota. And I outlined it with this Zig glue pen onto one of those Project Life acetate sheets. And I picked the one that says, "This is pure happiness." I don't like the real ones that I'm going to have to rake tomorrow. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Erica. That is one thing about living in Florida is that we don't have to rake leaves. None of our trees are deciduous down here. Well, almost none of our trees are deciduous down here. There are a couple, but for the most part, they keep their leaves year round. I do have to say that's one thing about Florida. There's a positive thing about living in Florida. Maybe 2. Oh, maybe, I don't know if I'd say 3. But what I've done is I put this stencil on here, and I used my Zig glue pen to outline this stencil and to fill it in so that it's actually the stencil, but it is done with Zig glue pen and not with paint or ink or anything like that. And what I want to do is I want to try taking one of these pieces of foil, and this is the mink foil that I have that came with my little mink. If you want to see that video, it's called Noob with a Mink, and yes, I broke it the day that I used it. So this is the mink foil right here. And the idea is, since now that this Zig glue pen has dried tacky, I should be able to transfer the rose pattern onto that piece of acetate using my mink foil. So let's try it. Let's see if this works out the way that I want it to. Because that Zig glue pen is now tacky, because I let it dry tacky, and pull it off. Not perfect, not great. It probably wasn't as dry as it should have been, and I didn't do the stenciling as well, but there's the idea. You know what? Tweak that, play around with it, do a little bit differently, you know, work on it to make it better. I think that will be beautiful. I think that will be an amazing way to use these acetate sheets with these oh yeah, it was definitely still too sticky. There's stickiness on this. I should have let it dry longer, but that's a really cool way to use these acetate sheets and this mink foil, because I read in one of my comments in the guild somewhere, somebody said that they found scads and hordes of these mink foil sheets in one of their Ollies, which, jealous, but that's amazing. So, I mean, really cool. I don't think I'd do one with that much detail. I don't think I'd do one that big, but maybe do just the outline of this one. This is another one that I got from Temu. Or maybe do, oh, this would be so cool. Do this one, but do it with green foil or brown foil or even just bronze foil. And it would be just these lines for the tree trunk on one of these acetate sheets. Oh, that's so cool. All right, I went to 41 minutes again. I keep on saying I like trying to keep these at 30 minutes, and I don't think I've ever done a 30-minute one. I think I've gone over every time, but thank you so much to everybody who joined us. Thank you for all the well wishes for little Miss Brucey. She comes home tomorrow. Yay! We can't wait to see our little lady again. The house is so quiet without her, just really and truly so quiet without her, and we miss her so much. So thank you all for the good vibes. Thank you all for being a member of the guild. Thank you all for coming and chatting with me and for chatting with all of us and for experiencing the joy of crafting with us. And I hope that everybody has an amazing, wonderful, awesome rest of their whatever time of day it is that you are seeing this or viewing this, or if you've seen it afterwards. Absolutely wonderful. And thank you so very much, everybody who watched and everybody who watches on the replay. And I appreciate all of you, and cheers and happy crafting. Oh, I did it again. I can't get to this